the change at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams into modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness.
Hello, 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 hello.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone, depending on your location, depending on your time zone. My name is Kingsley, your host. So, today has been a wonderful day. It's been an awesome day. So, I sent out a signal in the morning, like you may have seen. I sent out a signal in the morning, and this is the signal, right? And I insinuated in my signal that our sell break of this low is going to give us some sort of 200 plus pips, and break above it is going to give us 201 pips. And then I was just observing my chart since I posted this signal 5 hours ago, and guess what happened? After the CPI news was released, I saw something I have not seen in a while, right? So I made some losses. I lost some, some a good chunk of my account since this week because I've not made a profitable trade. Guess what? I recovered everything today and I made extra profits. That is why it is good to risk what you can afford to lose. Okay, so look at what happened after. This is after. Oh, this is messing up, right? So let's restart this and see. Let's just reload and see if it's going to help us to capture what actually happened in the market. Okay, I mean, I don't need to show you, it's obvious. I mean, it's pretty clear, right? In case you still want to see, I'm going to try one more time whether it's going to work or not. Okay, it didn't work, but in case you're wondering, this is what happened. Okay, it just mean the CPI news took down this candle, took down the price to my take profit directly. Okay, what is marveling about this is that price always hits my take profit. Here's my take profit. Any closure I have, I have talked about. Any partial, my partial closures areas. I mean, price goes to my partials and it dances around before moving. But today it was extremely volatile. Right, price just dropped like nothing, like something, like some sort of roller coaster. You know what I mean. So I mean, this today is awesome. So what we're gonna do here is now this trade has been invalidated. Why? Because my target has been reached. Okay, so I'm gonna just remove this every single drawing and I'm gonna start afresh to lay down, to build a brand new foundation so that everyone can be part of something good today. Okay, so going to daily, you can clearly see that daily is so bearish, right? We don't need to talk about bullish today unless it is absolutely necessary. Okay, so looking at 4 hours time frame, you can see at yesterday, some I gave out a signal yesterday, even though I fell a victim of market makers tricks yesterday and I still lost the money yesterday. But look at what happened after that. Okay, I gave out something, I gave out some sort of signal, and I gave out I told the guys that were with me on the stream to sell somewhere here and do what? Take profit somewhere here. Guess what happened? Price obeyed every single thing. It went my take profit and stopped and started doing what? And started ranging until now. And again, I gave out a signal today and it worked out, right? So in 4 hours, you can see clearly that it is bearish, right? So what we could do here is what? Take advantage of this bearish movement and mark some points, right? Some very salient points. Now look at it. Let's just do that. Okay, this is, to me, I would have gone for this area, but then what happens to this week? There is a week here, right? So I'm going to just focus on not let in this week cash up with me, right? I don't want it to make me lose my money, the profit I've secured today. So this is it. By the way, I don't think I'm taking any more trades today, just for it's some sort of commitment I've made to be online every day. So anyone that wants to take a trade today, feel free absolutely to take a trade. Okay. So if your strategy aligns with mine, you can take a trade. If it's not aligned, you can go ahead to ignore my signals. Okay, it's nothing. Okay. So I've marked the two very important points, the 2 points that are very important and critical to me, right? So in aligning with this point, I'm just going to do something. I'm just, instead of moving this ahead or moving it here, I'm just going to take care of this, because market makers, aka smart money moves, it could just come here and if price comes around this 127.63, it could just reverse and start point downwards again. So what are we waiting for? So we want price to come down all the way to this area, right? To 119.81, right? But then I am skeptical. I don't want to make risk much around here, right? How much? I'm sorry, I didn't look at how many pips I have there. I have around 74 pips there. So let's go to 30 minutes and see if we can catch anything so humbling. So far so good. 30 minutes is still not giving us something good. We go to 15 minutes. 15 minutes looks quite nice, but then I don't want to I don't want to place my baskets in just risk my capitals for 15 minutes. It's not something I enjoy doing. So I'm going to go back to 30 minutes to see, just to wait and see what's going to happen. Okay, guys, the plan today is pretty straightforward. Okay, so this range has broken, right? So we wait for another range to form. The break of that range is going to be our entry. So let me just open 15 minutes so that we can clearly see if any range is forming or not. Okay, so the break of a range that's going to form here is going to be our entry signal. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's just keep our fingers crossed to see if we're going to cash any trades today. That is it from me. I'm just going to label my charts appropriately and then we wait. Okay, I'm going to mute myself if you don't mind. Thank you. So you know what I'm doing. So at this point in time, I'm just marking out some targets, take profit targets, and partial closure. Okay, I've not really seen any entry point here. Because I don't use 15 minutes. If I were 15 minutes, if I were using 15 minutes for my entries, here would have been a perfect entry, right? With stop loss around here, which is 37 pips, and then I'm going to draw this all the way down to 11909. But then I'm not an ardent user of 15 minutes time frame, so I'm going to quite ignore this. This is not my trade. Okay, just hang on in there. We're going to see some fantastic trade for everyone. Okay, so just guys relax. So now we are beginning to get some feels of where our levels could be. Okay, our range may be somewhere here. Let's see how this candle is going to react and close. Okay, according to the closure point, then we can adjust our entries accordingly. Okay, please do not take this to be our entries. I'm just for this is just for illustrative purposes. Okay, do not take this to be our entries and our exit until we have confirmation from this current 15 minutes candle. Okay, okay, that's it for now. I'm just going to call this buy, and then the next one is going to be sell on the break of the low, right? So sell, that is it. Okay, so the break of this means the break of this, it means buy, but then hang on until this 15 minutes closes. If 15 minutes closes inside this range, if it closes inside this range, it means that this is an actual range. Okay, so then we can begin to build our our confidence and getting ready for the break. The break of the range gives us this much profit, gives us this much profit, which is what, 122 pips. 122 pips live streaming is more than enough for one day, right? So I'm just going to mark out the price just to denote the number of pips we are looking at here. Okay, just in case anyone wants to find out what what the levels are, right? I'm just going to mark them out accordingly. So we're looking at, if one second, if price goes up, we're looking at god damn it. Okay, I'm just use this. If price drives up, we're looking at 156 pips. If it drives down, we're looking at 120 pips. Okay, so I wouldn't advise anyone to wait longer than this. I mean, because markets, yeah, looking at what happened to us throughout this week, I don't need to tell you more about how to get in and get out. Okay, that's it for now, guys. So I'm gonna mute myself one more time. Now, from my previous experience, what could happen here is, looking at this very long candle here, right? So it makes sense to anticipate something like this, a consolidation like this to occur, all right? And then it makes sense to also, expect price to also move up to this level, okay, consolidate a little bit and then break out and start, and then it is going to start coming down. Okay, so if in an event where this happens, where sorry in an event where this happens, price goes up all the way to 122.61, and then this is actually a very fantastic entry right there. It then means we're going to make history today trading live. Okay, we're going to hit at least 350 pips today. Okay, so let's hope this is what price is actually doing. As someone like me, I like working with what I believe in. I don't like because this is happening, probably I will say, okay, let me take some buy. This is not a good buy position, but then if you are comfortable taking buy here, I could just switch to 5 minutes. I think it's actually a fantastic buy. A closure, 5 minutes closure above this area is going to trigger a buy bias, short term buy bias that is going to give us about 156 pips, and then we wait for a sell around 122.61 that's going to drive all the way to 11909. Okay, let's see how these things play out. Okay, I hope someone is here with me.
Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up,
So again, the plan, guys, for those that are on YouTube and those that are on Chime, the plans right now is to wait for price to break below this. If I get a closure below 1 hour closure below this, probably perhaps because of the the volatility or whatever, the volume in market, I may not wait for 1 hour closure. Okay, if I get a closure below this level, below 120.29, then I may be able to get into trade until I see profit. The price hits 11909. Okay, but then there is a huge possibility that because of this long candle, that price may go ahead to retrace to correct these moves until 12261. So that is why the break above 121.04 as well is some sort of a signal to buy until 122.61. Okay, if I go into 30 minutes or even 1 hour, you're going to see the plan. If we break above here, we're going to trade until 122.61, and then if we see 122.61, then we look for another entry at 122.61 to trade all the way down to 11909. Okay, giving us about 150 pips plus 350 pips. That's approximately 500 pips in one day. So let us see what is going to happen today. Just be careful. Use low, very small risk. Do not make history by using unnecessary risk. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen.
Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh- I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh- I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it.
Hello, Fire Kemi. I didn't get that. Why you not able to see the chat? Is there any issue? Is there any issue? Because if you're not seeing the chart and you are just dependent on the price, then I think you may make a very huge mistake, right? So, but it's okay. Let's see. As per what I just said, it makes sense if we buy when we see closure of probably because of the volume, closure of 15 minutes or 30 minutes below 120.29. Okay, I mean if it makes sense to sell below 120.29 and makes sense to buy above 121.04. Okay, if we buy in an event whereby we buy above 121.04, it means that we're going to close at 122.61, and when we close at 122.61, we look for another sell entry. We look for a sell entry around 122.61 area that will take us through until 11909. Okay, making it about 150 pips plus 350 pips, 500 pips target for today. Okay, so let's find out. Just ask me more questions in case you have more questions, but then if you're not seeing the chat, find out why. If it's coming from my end, let me know so that I can fix the issues from my end. Okay. Not at all. We cannot enter at this point because based on what actually I've experienced within the week, we get to see that if I get in impulsively, if the price retraces, I could lose, right? I lost on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But then in as much as I made a couple of profits, but I lost because why? We are entering impulsively, right? So I want a closure to confirm that price has actually broken at this level, right? So if I confirm with a closure of at least 15 minutes or 30 minutes or 1 hour that price has actually broken below here, then I can take some profits out of the next move after the confirmation, right? It's better to be careful than to lose capital. Okay, nice. Okay, and I have some message here from Fayo. Thanks. No, not your end. All right, Fayo Kemi. That's nice. That's nice. Thank you very much for confirming, Fayo. So right now we are about less than 5 minutes to NYC open. So let's see what's gonna happen after NYC opens. Okay. Uh, at least from experience, now this little consolidation has broken. So I expect price to keep going down. It means that price is gonna keep going down. But then I'm a bit skeptical because NYC open normally comes with good and bad, right? So let's see what's gonna happen when NYC opens. Market reaction when NYC open is going to determine what trade we're going to call today. Like for those that has been following me, I trade price actions and nothing else. I don't trade prediction or maybe formation. The only formation I know that I trade is wedge, and then but then I don't see any wedge here, right? So let's see what price does. Based on depending on price action, that's so I'm going to decide what to do next.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh- I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough, and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're with my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent.
Our 30 minutes candle forming now. So now we have to be careful to choose direction based on price reaction. Let's see what's happening here. This is unusual. NYC open and price is stagnant. It then means market makers are booting something, they are cooking something. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see. Let's just see. The break of this low most likely signifies that we're selling the break of this low, but then it has broken high, so most likely we may be buying. Okay, but then I don't want anybody to place his hopes on buying. Let's get a good confirmation. Right now I don't have a confirmation, so I'm not going to advise anybody to risk his or capital. Yes, everyone, I'm going to advise So to place a sell stop below here, okay, place a sell stop below here, and then if we guys triggered our partials is going to be here. We're going to close partials at 11976, and then full scale closing at 11909. Now our sell has been triggered, so we're in already. So I'm just going to place it here. I'm selling now, okay. Don't forget I said I made my profit already. I'm not trading, but then I'm gonna assume that I'm selling, okay. Just assume that I'm selling. I'm just giving you signals. I made my profit today. I'm done for the day. So this is the sell signal right there, and the target is 94 pips. At this level, we're going to close some partials, okay, at 11976 exactly. So our partials area has been closed. So what we're going to do is to close partials. Listen to the see what I've written here. Close 50% to 80%, move SL to break even, and let the rest run. So what I'm going to do is to move my SL to break even. That is the safest way to make money with NAS, because the price movement is not certain, right? So close 50%, move your SL to break even, and then let the rest run. If your price hits your break even, it's fine. You've closed a little bit of your profit. It's fine. It's okay, right? So I've closed, assuming that I'm on the trade. I must have closed my 50%, and then I'm going to let the rest run without any risk. So now this trade now is a risk-free trade, okay. So if you took it, congrats, irrespective of the outcome after this, okay. So that is it. This is how I trade. This is how I trade. I don't mix my words. I don't do magic. So you can see clearly that the SL has been hit. It doesn't prevent you from getting ready for the next entry, right? So what we could do right here, looking at the trend, is already a downtrend something, right? So I'm gonna take another chance again, give the trade a second chance, right? How am I giving it a second chance? I'm gonna open a position right here, okay, at the low of the current range, okay. The break of this low is going to trigger my position, and don't get me wrong, I'm not going to leave the mark any position if I were trading today until it will exceed 11909. It's risky, okay. There is a huge possibility that price could hit the price could hit around 11876 and 78, and there's a huge possibility that price could hit 11712, okay. So these things are just mere possibilities, right? It's not confirmed. So I'm going to advise anyone who is taking this trade with me today to please, if you are in this trade, please put your target only at 11909, and that's it. Do not try to exceed it. Do not try to outdo yourself, okay. So that is it for now. So let's see what price is about to do. For me, if I were to be in this trade, I'm not in this trade again. I'm going to announce again, I'm not in this trade because I made my money already. I'm not risking anything again. I made my profit, good profit today. Even the days I lost in couple of days back, I made them all. I made extra money, right? So I'm not going to lose it again. This is the end of the week. So if you're in this trade, hang on in there. Price will come down and hit or take profit 11909. If it doesn't, it's okay. It is what it is, okay. Hello, Mr. Rumayat. How is your day? How did it go today? Did you catch any pips today, brother? Oh, Mr. Sommer, actually, I was actually interacting with some of my YouTube viewers. His name is Remayat Moktader. Okay, I have other guys that are watching as well. It's okay. I get the point. Thanks for sharing. Hello, Mr. Sommer. The stop loss for this trade now is at one second. Let me just map it out. I don't like risking something I'm not. I mean, I trade based on price actions, and I don't like risking what I cannot afford to lose. Right. The stop loss right now is placed at 120.55. Right. So let's see how this plays out. 120.55. Yeah.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're with my time, you're delirious, mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior, inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
Look at the nature of the candle. You can clearly see as well that it has gone up. It didn't break the high, right? Look at the high. It didn't break it, right? But it's coming down again. It has broken the low, so it has very high tendency, very high possibility to continue the lower because it didn't break the high, but it has broken the low. That is why I didn't bother to extend the stop loss above a lot. But then it's still 85 for 58. It's still not balanced, but then it's a little bit better than losing 120 something for 58. I don't know if I'm clear at all. Yeah.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I
looking at the way the price is moving, I'm quite convinced that price is going to come down eventually. But then I'm going to advise, if you're in this trade, just close at 50% in loss. It's okay. Close at 50% in loss. Let's hope for a better trade. Close at 50% in loss and let 50% go. If it's hitting stop loss, it's okay. Close at 50% in loss. If you want, you can close out the entire trace now. Let's wait for a better opportunity, okay? Probably at in the next 1 hour, maybe perhaps we can find a good trade, okay? I believe after this long move, this is just some sort of pause. Do I call it the how do I? Okay, this is some sort of pause. Okay, let's see. Doji. I mean, this may end up as a doji. I don't know, but then let's see and hope that eventually at approximately 6 p.m. Dubai time, or perhaps 10 a.m. EXT, it's gonna be we're gonna find a better trade. Okay. Again, do not forget that I didn't take this trade because I'm done for today. I got in here. I got in the morning somewhere. Excuse me. I got in the morning somewhere around 1 second. Let me just get the exact point. Yeah, I got in somewhere around here in the morning, right? So I got in here with my stop loss around here. Then a couple of hours later, I put my my take profit somewhere here. Okay, it's 200. Sorry, no, it's I got more than 200. I'm sure. So somewhere around here, right? So having waited all this while, the moment I got this, even while I was waiting, I even opened more positions and everything closed at once, right, at one time. So I wouldn't, risk another, having caught all these moves. I don't want to risk any other thing anymore. I just want to since I'm committed to providing signals in live trading, that's what I'm just doing, and that's it. Okay. So I think this has hit the stop loss, right? It has hit stop loss. Unfortunately, it has hit stop loss, but then it's going down. Regardless, this price is going down. It's going down. The worst case scenario, price is just gonna go up and form some consolidation around here, okay, and then drop. There we can get a better, get in at a better price, okay. But then I'm quite certain that price is dropping. So let no one, shiver or anything. Sort of lose hope or something. Just hang on in there. Let price play out. Then we can react based on the plays we are seeing. Okay. So. I'm gonna go on mute for a very long time. So what I'm gonna talk about now, perhaps I may not be available to talk about it when it happens. So if this price bar closes bearish, if it closes red, especially if it closes between this here and here, okay, there is very high possibility that next price bar that's going to form will continue downwards. That's a very high possibility, okay. But then continuation downwards means that it could go first of all up and retest somewhere this area, okay. After retesting, then it's going to drop with full force. It could even exceed here, but then I don't want anybody to have the hope that price is going to exceed here. So what I want you guys to do, if the price, maybe if I'm not here and the price closes bearish, please just look for a very good entry according to your strategy. Look for a very good entry that's for price to continue downwards. Okay, so I'm just going to put in something here, okay, just to illustrate what I'm talking about. Apologies, I don't have those drawing tools, I don't use Zoom. So this is what I'm expecting to happen. Okay, in the next 30 minutes formation, the next candle that's going to form is going to attempt to go backwards and then continue moving downwards. That is, if this pair closes bearish this way. Okay, so I'm going to go on mute now for some time, probably perhaps in the next 15-20 minutes, and I'm going to be monitoring the trade on my mobile until I'm back. Guys, you guys take care. I'm still online, the stream is still on, so I'm going to waste some time doing something. I'll be back in 15-20 minutes. See you guys then.
do, so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for
much. I'm sorry for the music being so much high, Mr. Slime. Apologies because I'm about to end. That is why the music automatically gets high. Okay, have a lovely weekend, guys. Do not forget, a lot of things are going to happen. The price, looking at this very tall candle, it's possible that price is going to, like now, this guy does not have a week, right? It's possible that after 30 minutes or whatever, maybe after 1 hour, the break of this low could actually make price to, or what, go back and retest here. I just want to see the next Monday. If I don't see price retest here, I'm not going to trade next Monday. And just need, this is a very strong level. Price most likely is going to retest here on next Sunday. Okay, next Monday. I'm sorry. So you guys keep it up. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone. I can see new people. Mohammed Basileman and Slime. Thank you everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And you have a lovely weekend. I love each and every one of you. Bye bye everyone.